Hi guys, so today's look is Alice in Wonderland. It's basically Alice, just normal, not scary, anything like that. Basically my friend is doing a look on her boyfriend's little cousin and she had asked me for kind of what to do. So I said I would just do it in a tutorial and show her. So basically I'm just putting on a highlighter. If you're much younger than me, or if you have kind of really glowing skin anyway, you don't need to use that, but I just kind of tend to use highlighter quite a lot. I then just put on my foundation and my concealer. I use my foundation brush from Real Techniques. It's I think it's Sam and Nikki Chapman brush, and just put my foundation all over on an even coverage and made sure that it was all even, and then made sure I was bringing it down from my face to my neck as well. And then I put concealer on as well, and that basically just is to brighten. I always put my concealer over my foundation. Some people don't, but I always do it. It just gives you a much brighter complexion because your concealer does tend to be lighter than the foundation that you're using. Then what I did was just put on some powder over that. Now Alice, it's quite weird because Alice in the cartoon has quite a peachy complexion, but in the movie with when it's like actual real people, she's quite pale. So that was not supposed to happen. Yep, so she's quite pale, so I was kind of confused as to what I should do, so I just kind of blended the two together and just used some pinks and things like that and made it as close as I could for both. Then I just filled in my eyebrows. Alice in the cartoon movie, has really thin eyebrows. There's not a massive shape to them, so I just kind of went over the eyebrows that I have that are my own. I didn't really stencil anything on or any other kind of style. I just made sure that I made them a bit darker because obviously your foundation covers it, and I'm a big fan of eyebrows anyway. And so you're just filling that in. Normally I would gel over them, but I decided not to for this video because I just felt it looks a lot more natural. Then I used kind of yellowy tones, not too yellow, but yellowy white tones over the eyelid and the brow bone, and that's basically just to brighten my eyes up because Alice is obviously very young. She's a very young girl, and I'm 19, so I don't look as young as she did. So I used a lot of light colours in this. I took a very light pink and went over the top on the kind of hood and the lid of my eye, and then I took a slightly darker colour and just went over that as well. So the white's still coming through, the yellow's still coming through, but there's just kind of like subtle tones of pinks in there. Obviously again it's because she has quite a peachy complexion as well. So for this I used a lot of mascara. You want to make sure your lashes are big. Alice's lashes in the cartoon kind of sway outwards, so to explain that better, it's more of a case where her eyelashes kind of wing out, so I tried to replicate that as good as or as best as I could. It was more a case of just it was the strokes with the brush that I was using that kind of allowed me to manipulate my lashes into that kind of shape. I didn't use fake lashes for this video because I feel like it would be too much, and I just felt like natural lashes were much better. Then I took a very kind of light and medium brown, blended them together on an angled brush, and did a very light under eye, kind of just under my waterline with the shadow, and it's basically just to brighten my eyes up and make them look bigger because Alice has kind of big eyes, especially in the cartoon version of it. So I thought that was a nice touch to kind of make my eyes look wider and make myself look slightly more youthful. Even though I'm still young, there's ways to make yourself look younger, of course. So I just made sure that I filled that in, made sure it was kind of blended well, didn't have any kind of harsh lines, and then I put on some mascara on my bottom lashes, and that also kind of brings your eyes out and makes them look much bigger. I didn't put any eyeliner on the inside because you don't really see many young girls Alice's age doing that, and of course Alice doesn't have that either. So I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you were going for a kind of slightly more scary version. Not that inside your eyeliner is scary, but if you're going for a different version of Alice. What I'm doing here is just putting on some light blusher. My NARS one was up the stairs, and I just felt like this was a much more kind of more pink and less highlighted and less pigmented and stuff. So it still had a nice kind of highlight in it, but it wasn't as severe. Then I took lipstick. I just my e.l.f. one. I think it was runway pink I have, and just put that on all over. She has very corally kind of pinky lips, so I felt that this colour was so nice for that look. Now once you've done that, some people would lip line. I didn't need to, because I just put it on as it was, because she doesn't have very big lips. And then more mascara. This brush is it's one of the more kind of, it's a slimmer brush, and it's more specific when it's parting your lashes, so it gives you a better kind of look. So it's for Saturday morning. I put a post on my Facebook basically explaining that today I have a wedding to attend that I'm super excited for, but it basically means that because it kind of happened on a short notice kind of thing, so it was more a case of I filmed this video last night, did the voiceover today in a bit of a rush, and I'm not going to be able to post another video for today, but I will be back tomorrow with more. Hopefully enjoy this really super quick tutorial. I can appreciate it's not very detailed. Again, I was in a rush, but I wanted to get something out and obviously help out my friend as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy this and have fun if you try it.